it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. This video is going to be an upper body follow along workout using just a resistance band. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. People seemed to enjoy my last follow along workout here on YouTube, and as I mentioned in that one, I do some live workouts on my Instagram, and I've been saying that I want to do it more often and do it on a regular basis. But if I'm being honest, it's pretty hard to do, especially this fall. I have like a wedding on the East Coast every other weekend. So in the meantime, I'm just going to make a few more on YouTube. That way you can come back and watch it whenever. I can film it ahead of time. So for this one, it's going to be a quick upper body workout using just a resistance band. Now I have two different resistance band options with me. I'm mainly going to be using this one, which is a long looped resistance band, and this is the lightest one of the set that it came in. It comes in a set of 4, but because of this, when you're using it, it's gonna have a lot of double resistance, making this one, even as a lighter one, a bit tougher. And while I really like this one, these ones are another really good option. It's just a really long, flat one. This is the lightest one of that. It comes in like a light, medium, heavy one. So this is just a bit easier since it's not gonna be double looped. So if you're still new to working out and you're just gaining your strength, maybe going for one of these instead of one of these, and then just increasing it as you do become stronger. And for this, we're just gonna do 2 different circuits. The first circuit is going to be a push circuit. So that's chest, shoulders, triceps, doing 1 of each, doing each exercise for just 30 seconds and then doing that 3 times. And then circuit 2 is going to be our pull circuit, which means back and buys. But because that's just 2 things, I'm gonna throw shoulders in for that as well, since there's so many different muscles with your shoulders, and I just love working out shoulders personally. So that second circuit will be back, buys, and shoulders, and then again another 30 seconds for each exercise, doing it 3 times. So super quick, super easy, shouldn't take any longer than 20 minutes, and again you can make it more or less challenging depending on the resistance that you use. So I'm going to get my timer set up, adjust the camera, and we can get to working out. So for the first circuit, again, is chest, shoulders, and triceps. So for chest, we are going to do some lying chest presses. Of course, if you do happen to have a bench at home, something that you can make into a bench, then lying on that for the chest press would be better. That way you can have a bigger range of motion and your elbows can go further down versus being limited here at the floor. But of course, if you don't have any equipment, you just have some resistance bands, you just want to get a quick workout in, then just the floor is fine. So with this, we're going to take our resistance band, we are going to put it underneath our back, right about our pits here on either side. And now 30 seconds of chest press. So we're holding both ends of the resistance band and we're going to press up and come back down. 30 seconds and begin. Resistance bands are a really good way of working out, even if you do go to the gym and lift, just because they're so much different than using a barbell or dumbbells. The way that the weight and the resistance is with a resistance band, it changes throughout the entire move when you use a resistance band, whereas the weight is pretty constant. So even if you do use dumbbells and barbells a lot, try switching it up using a resistance band, and good job. Going into the next move, shoulders. Coming into the next move, which is shoulders, I'm going to take that same resistance band, and you can do this standing up, but just so I don't have to mess with the camera too much, I'm gonna do it kneeling. So for me, I'm gonna have my knees on top of the resistance band, that way it's being held down in place. And if you're standing up, just stand on it with your feet. I'm going to hold the resistance band as if I'm holding a barbell to do a shoulder military press, having my hands right at the side of my shoulders here, giving a little bit of tension in between and pushing up. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds, starting now. Watching out for your face. If you have a hat on, you might need to take that off for this. When you're at the top, getting a nice little squeeze in your shoulders. Again, really noticing how different it is using a resistance band for this exercise instead of a barbell or even dumbbells. A few more seconds. Last one, and good job. The next one that we're going to do is triceps. So for this, we are just going to put one hand behind, facing out, your upper hand at the top here. We're gonna do 30 seconds of each side, just expanding your hand up like this. Again, feeling that resistance, feeling it in your tricep, and trying not to move your elbow too much. That way it does come from your tricep and not from your shoulder. So 30 seconds and let's go. We're gonna do 30 seconds on each side. All right, we're about halfway done with this side. Keeping it really steady with the hand below that's holding the resistance band. And if you need to make it a little bit easier, just grabbing a bit higher, giving yourself a bit more space in the resistance band. A few more seconds, let's get one more out. Good job. And now we are switching sides. Again, holding this one at the bottom, holding it at the top here, and 30 seconds, let's start. Making sure you're not moving your elbow too much. Your elbow is gonna move a little bit just to allow for the motion, but making sure that your elbow's not really swinging around from your shoulder to your elbow. Your upper arm is staying relatively stable in place. Feeling it in your tricep. Let's get one more rep out. Good job. And now that is the first circuit. Again, super easy to do. We're just gonna do it 2 more times. Allowing yourself to rest a little bit. Get your hair out of the way. Get situated with the resistance band underneath you again, right underneath your armpits. Once you're ready, going into round 2 of that first circuit with our chest press, and let's begin. And if you went the first round, you used one resistance band and you thought, oof, too easy, then go into your set and grab a tougher one. Or if you went and you're like, ooh, it's super hard, I'm super fatigued at the end of 30 seconds, you shouldn't be feeling fatigued like you're overworking yourself, especially at the start. Or you couldn't even get 30 seconds, you couldn't get the full range of motion, then grab a lighter one. Or if you have the lighter one of this set, then grab one of the flat ones just to make it a bit easier. Last one. Good job. Getting back into our shoulder presses. I'm gonna do it fully kneeling. Getting the resistance band right here at the start, and let's begin. Pushing it up. I love working shoulders. Even though I have to go so much lighter in shoulders than all of the other exercises that I do, I just love it. I love having good shoulders looks, which is why we're also doing it in the second circuit. Let's get one more out. Good job. And now going into triceps again. Grabbing the band. Starting off. And let's begin our 30 seconds now. Even this being the lightest resistance band, so tough. Oof. Maybe for round 3, I'll go with the flat band. Don't try to force it if it's something that's too tough for you. Push yourself, but don't strain yourself. Last one. And good job. Switching over to the other side now. Bring your hand ready and begin in just a few seconds here. Let's go. 30 seconds for round 2 of this first circuit. About halfway there. Almost done. Let's get in a few more. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good job. Now, just doing that one more time. See? Easy workout, yet you are working out all of your upper body. You're feeling it. In your chest, you should start to feel it a little bit. Your shoulders, especially your triceps. Such a good workout. All right, and just to show with the flat band, so this will be much easier since it's the lightest one of the flat bands, but the setup is going to be the same. Getting it underneath your back, right at hip height, holding the ends, arms out to the side. And I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Don't have your elbows any higher than your shoulders, have them slightly lower than your shoulders. You'll probably set up like that anyway, but in case you didn't know, now you do. Just a bit more comfortable and targets those right muscles. We're gonna do 30 seconds of the chest press starting now. And it's not your hands that are pulling the resistance band, it's your chest that's bringing your arms closer. So as your hands go up and then you feel your chest squeeze together to bring your arms, and kind of keep, once you feel that squeeze in your chest, kind of keep that on the way down. You can even slow it all the way down, especially if you do have lighter weights or a lighter resistance band. One way to challenge it is to just really slow the motion down. And last one. Good job. So this one with the shoulder press, similar setup. It would probably be a bit hard if you are standing up just because this isn't as long as a loop. So you can kneel down for this, get it underneath your knees, underneath your shins a little bit, and then getting on the outside, almost like we're doing the chest press. And we're gonna do 30 seconds pushing this up, getting as much of a range of motion as you can, starting now. Ooh. And feeling how different the resistance band is, even how different this resistance band is in comparison to the other one. It's a completely different workout. Well, not completely different, but it feels a little different. Let's get one more out after this. Last one. Good job. And then the setup for the triceps using the flat band is going to be just similar to the other one. I'll even show you from this side. I'll show you from this side. So having this hand above, this hand behind holding it. We're gonna do 30 seconds and begin. Just extending. Get a few more out. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Switching sides. All right, last 30 seconds for this and go. So last one for this first circuit. Let's get 3, 2, last one. Good job. We are all done with the first circuit. Take a little bit of time to rest, and then we're going to go into our second circuit, which again is back, biceps, and shoulders. So take a little bit of time to rest. Okay, so similar to the first circuit, circuit 2 is 3 exercises that we're gonna do for 30 seconds each, 3 times around. So starting off with back, you're gonna grab your resistance band, holding it at the end of each loop. And for back, you're going to step on it in the center. All right, so now you're holding it almost like you're carrying a grocery bag. Bend down, that way you're starting off with a little bit of slack here, and then we're going to row back. This can also be done seated and having it wrapped around your feet, or if you have like a really sturdy pole or table, then you can wrap the resistance band around that. But with minimal equipment, we're just going to use our bodies. So 30 seconds, keeping a nice flat back, and let's go. Rowing it back. Getting a nice little squeeze in between your shoulder blades. Keeping your shoulders tucked back and down, not letting them come up to your face. Let's get 2 more out of here. And last one. Good job. And now for biceps, this setup is going to be standing. You're going to step on the end of it again. So just looped around one time. We're going to just hold it like we're holding a barbell, and we will curl. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of bicep curls. Starting now, let's go. Just curling it up. Keeping your elbows tucked in at your waist. Keeping your shoulders down, not letting them come up to your ears. Extending all the way down. Let's get out 2 more. Just 1 more now, and hold it a little bit. Good job. And the last one that we are going to do is band pull apart. So for this one, holding the band at each end, holding it out in front of me. So as you can see, my hands are already a bit far apart, and we're just going to extend it and come back. And this is really working our rear delts. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of this, starting now. Feels too easy, you want a bigger range of motion, you can also hold in a little bit more. That way it releases some of that slack from when you're coming in. Like as you warm up, it becomes easier to have that bigger range of motion. Just extending all the way out, really feeling it in the back there, these back shoulder muscles. Again, making sure your shoulders aren't coming up when you're doing this. Let's get 1 more. Good job. So that is the second circuit, and we are just going to do it 2 more times. All right, going into round 2, starting off with our rows. Trying to find the ends here. Again, stepping on the resistance band. The closer your feet are to each other, the more resistance band you have to pull. The further they are, you're gonna have less to pull, and you'll either have to get yourself lower, or it's just gonna be more challenging overall. So that is another way to challenge yourself, but to make it easier to get a really good range of motion, keeping your feet close together, bending at the hips, keeping your back nice and flat in 30 seconds, starting now. Really pulling. Feeling it in your lats there. And also having to keep yourself stable. You're getting a little bit of a core workout. Let's get 3 more reps out. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Going into our bicep curls. Having your feet, again, make it more challenging. Keep your feet further apart because that's going to take up some of the space of the resistance band. Getting your elbows ready, tucked in here at your waist, and holding it in your hands. Let's do 30 seconds, starting now. About halfway done here. And for the 3rd round of this circuit, again, I'm going to show with that green resistance band, just so you can see the difference. And next time you do this workout, you can do whichever one you like the best. Let's get 1 more bicep curl out. Good job. And then last but not least, our shoulder pull aparts, holding the band and being hold it a little bit more inward this round. Ready to do 30 seconds, starting now. keeping your hands at shoulder height, a little bit lower. That way you're really targeting those rear delts. If you feel any strain in your neck, kind of keeping your chin tucked in because you don't want to be pulling from your neck. You want to be feeling it in your rear delts, not straining or pulling from anywhere. Let's get 2 more out. Last one. Good job. Now we just got to do that 1 more time and then we are done with this upper body resistance band workout. All right, so as I mentioned, for this last round, I'm just going to use this flat light resistance band just to show the difference. So similar setup for the rows. We are standing on the band. We're doing the same setup. We're hinging at the hips, keeping a nice straight back, shoulders back, down, tucked in 30 seconds. Start now. Same motion, you're feeling it in your lats. You're getting a little squeeze right between your shoulder blades. Keeping your hands facing each other while holding either end of the resistance band. About 10 more seconds left. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Good job. And again, for the bicep curl setup, I'm going to be holding either end, stepping on the band, holding it in your hands. And this you might be doing more of you can either do a hammer curl or similar barbell curl. And we're going to do 30 seconds starting now. Having the grip of whatever feels comfortable. As you see, my grip is more of a hammer curl now, where my hands are facing each other instead of each palm facing upward like a barbell curl, just because of the way this resistance band is. Let's get 2 more curls out, whichever way you're doing it. Last one. Good job. And last but not least, our final round of band pull aparts. So for this one, since it's a little bit lighter, I can start off holding it a bit more towards the center. So as you see, my hands are just slightly wider than my shoulder. Again, keeping my shoulders down. 30 seconds of pulling apart, expanding your arms. Start now. And even though this is lighter for me, keeping that tension, if you go slow, increase that time under tension, even a really light weight or really light resistance band can feel tougher. So it really depends on the mindset that you're using, that mind-muscle connection that you're using. The band wants to snap together, but if I'm slowly letting it go together, I'm increasing that time under tension and I'm working out the muscle in a different way. Let's get 1 more. Good job. That is it. We are done. To wrap up this workout, I'm just going to stretch out my arms a little bit, do some static stretching holds, and I'm just going to show you really quickly, that way you can continue to do them afterwards. So some stretches that I'm going to do is just holding my arm across, really feeling that stretch both in my shoulder here and from across my back, from my lat. This one feels so good. So as you see, I'm just quickly showing you, quickly going through them, keeping your shoulder down when you do it so you can really feel it here, especially in your side delt. So good. You feel a little bit in your lat as you're pulling. So good. Getting some good tricep stretches. Again, hold these for longer, around 30 seconds each. Work stretching that tricep and all through the side here. And while you finish stretching, doing any stretches that you want to do that feel really good to you, holding them a little bit longer to aid in that muscle recovery, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this workout. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you liked about it, what other workouts that you'd want to see here on my channel and on my Instagram, and just what else you want to see here on my channel in general. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.